but they're not protected by the teachers union, and they just do what they want to do, their way of doing it. Remember, I was talking to my mom who works in the educational system, and she was telling me how, and she works in public schools, and sometimes she would complain about the situations there, and the kids there are crazy, and the parents get mad about the schoolwork that the kids got to do. My mom would, when she was teaching classes, she would assign homework, and the parents would get mad about the homework and all of that stuff. And she would sometimes just lament that the way the system was set up was just not clean. And one year she was just thinking about where she would work the next year. And I said, well, why don't you work at a private school? Because my mom is actually a very good teacher. She's very skilled. Why don't you just go work at a private school? You can make more money at a private school, and you are dealing with kids who are coming from families who are usually, in my experience, private school parents who send their kids to private school. First of all, they're writing a check, so they are more involved and more engaged in what's happening with their kids at schools. And these parents tend to, again, listening to the things that my mom said, that the parents from private schools are much more open to, let's just call it fruitful engagements with the teachers than with the public school kids. Because the public school kids, again, they just send their kids to school generally for free. Most people look at it as for free. And my mom said the problem with going to work at a private school is that you're not protected by the union. And my mom, she has just her mindset. She thinks like an employee. She's looking for safety. But I've let all of you know that in order to be more free, you got to give up some safety. You got to give up security to get safety. You want to be more free, you have to give up some security, or at least what appears to be security, if you want to be a more free individual. Not everybody has this mindset. Entrepreneurs have this in our bones. That's the reason why we become entrepreneurs. We give up the security of a guaranteed paycheck in order to have the freedom of doing things how, when, where, and why we want to do them. And this is the thing when you work in a private school. You're not guaranteed next year, because you got to get your deal has to be renewed, which means you got to perform at a certain level. But if you can perform, why not? But again, this is just the way that I think. This ain't for everybody. So let me move on.